Right, astrology time. Shane here, dailyastrocat.com. Today is Saturday. It is the 20th of June. So, last day in Cancer, right? Tomorrow, summer begins. So, we're excited. Not that summer hasn't already been here or anything like that, but we get a change in the sun and the season and everything like that. That's an exciting thing. Now, there's a focused moon all day today. That means that we have our moon in Virgo, and we're going to be able to concentrate on Virgo things now. Okay, so let's talk about this because it's not just in Virgo, though, because we have a last day of our sun in Gemini. So we're in that aneretic degree of Gemini. We're building up to it, right? It might be a little bit tomorrow, mostly tomorrow, but, hey, we're going to be looking at this whole thing as in its entirety. So today, we're going to find that the focused moon is a great excuse for a buildup of some rightfully nervous energy. All right? There might be some anxiety going into, say, like Father's Day tomorrow, which falls on the 1st of summer, which is really, really bizarre, right? That's just kind of like, it's almost like one of those things that doesn't happen. It's like Easter on my birthday. It's rare. So, look, what we've got, though, is we've got incomplete communication is going to make us very frustrated, and that's going to be rightfully nervous about relationships, familial relationships, and stuff like that leading into tomorrow. Not that that's a big deal, because trust me, as a father, as a grandfather, it doesn't matter. Not to me, at least, but, it might matter to some of the people that are close to you. But for me, it's just important to be able to, I like to see the grandchildren every once in a while. I saw them yesterday, so, that was great. If they're busy tomorrow, they're busy tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. So anyway, today we're going to find that this nervousness and these feelings and everything like that and incomplete communications are very much part of the day. Summer begins tomorrow, and the real party was going to begin next weekend before the Mercury retrograde. Today's just kind of a little complicated run-up to that, to Father's Day and to the solstice and, maybe activities at Stonehenge, right? Now, believe it or not, there's an America's Stonehenge not too far from here in Salem, New Hampshire, and I don't know if I'm going to get to have a chance to visit it or not. I drive by it a lot. I've never stopped. But that was mostly in the winter anyway, so what fun would that be? And look, ask yourself, what is it that you're going to be able to focus on today? Because that Virgo moon is great for focusing on things and dealing with things in detail, right? Particularly around the house. So today's keyword is whole, and we're talking in its entirety. And the color is a green smoothie. Now, with the Gemini season drawing to a close, our communications are rounding a corner, so to speak. Picking up on nuances is easier, however, but have you noticed the lies? However, have you noticed the lies? That's what I really wanted to say. I can't even begin to go there to address this because it gets exhausting. All right? This just illustrates a tendency for the sign of Gemini to play lightly with the truth at times. And plus the fact that there are too many organizations out there that are pandering to audiences rather than reporting the news, right? I don't need opinion pieces in my news feed. I really don't. I just want the news, the facts, some of the stuff that's going on. Now, it seems to defeat the purpose of what the news is and should be. The sun is now in the last degree of Gemini, and it only gets worse before it's out of mind and out of sight, and the world will move on. And this is exactly what they're banking on. Now, who are they? Doesn't matter. Put that together in your mind. Virgo moons are good for basic recovery mode. Oh boy, did I ever. Whether it's in the house, at work, or physically after a grueling week. Look, this is late, and I apologize for it being late, but I was toast. I would think that a water-based life form such as myself, particularly as I grew up on the ocean and stuff like that, would be able to handle swimming. All right, got back into the health club thing, managed to get some laps in yesterday, which I almost never do, and oh my goodness, am I feeling? I felt it last night. I couldn't even record. I was just like, I was gone to the world. And, finally woke up this morning. I'm still gone to the world. So I managed to sit and relax for a bit. have a protein shake for breakfast because it was just like, something's got to go with these muscles, right? Something's got to give. The protein shake seemed to help, though. So, I mean, that's great. But look, I've been good about that new health club membership. And, I'm just trying to, just get in the direction of physical recovery because that's where I got to be. I just need to get myself a little more vitality, a little more ability to go up more than 3 flights of stairs without feeling like I'm going to not be able to breathe or anything like that. So, look, sometimes our personal recovery mode is in the vein of getting outside and touching grass. That's true too. So, look, whether you're actively just need it after some physical activity, or if you need it spiritually or mentally to be able to go out and recharge and touch grass and hug trees and everything like that, always recommended, right? Also, look, experiencing the wind, the sky, and water is restorative, but it won't ease any anxiety if you feel things are out of order at home. So many people told me that they were cleaning furiously the last Virgo moon that happened, and I don't doubt that it's going to happen again, right? Cancer season is approaching, and the theme of Cancer season is home and security. So I wouldn't be surprised if everybody's out there cleaning and saying, Shane, you're late to the party. I've already been up since 5 a.m. cleaning. Yeah, good for you. I'm glad. And I might get a little bit of that done sometime today, too. So we'll see. All right? Look, what are you going to do with this cleaning and organizing energy or the recovery energy, right, that these Virgo moons often bring? Now, here's a good question. I'd like responses to this, too. What makes you feel whole? Put it in the comments. I like that. I like how responsive folks have been lately, too. So more of the same later on tonight, right? We're just going to have more of the same. Make dinner healthy. Try to avoid excess of anything. The Virgo moon suggests you feed yourself what you need spiritually and physically. Don't overthink tomorrow. Keep it happy. Keep it simple. And by all means, do the things that make you feel whole. Now, a couple of good ones for you today, let me tell you. Kind of grew up with this one being so close to New Bedford, right? In 1893, Lizzie Borden was acquitted of her 1892 axe murders of her father and stepmother in Fall River, Massachusetts. Yep. And grew up singing the song, right? Okay, and our birth is in 1887. Floyd Collins, he's an American cave owner and caver. He died in the sand cave rescue. He actually discovered the cave, was trying to enlarge it for tourist purposes, and he ended up getting stuck and losing his light, and he unfortunately lost his life down there. It turned into like a almost 2-week ordeal with people setting up tents and selling burgers and stuff like that outside of this cave entrance while they were trying to rescue this guy. In the terms of publicity and stuff like that, this was huge, and I can't understate how big it was because between World War I and World War II, it's one of the top 3 events that were media spectacles. The first one being Lindbergh's transatlantic flight. This is number 3. There was almost 25,000 people gathered at the entrance, but they couldn't save him. It ended up sand cave. Yeah, sand. The stuff was unstable. He actually was pinned by a rock when he was getting doing the entrance stuff, and it was made worse because it was in the winter, and they were lighting fires at the entrance of the cave, and it was melting ice that was holding parts of the entrance of the cave together. And so when he finally passed, the entrance of the cave had actually collapsed, and they lost communication with him due to the fires that were being lit, most likely. And that he was born in Logan County, Kentucky, and that happened in 1925. And that's all I have for you. So, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. I apologize for being late. I really do. And look, life goes on, right? Whatever makes you whole, let me know. Today, let's sum it up. Today's keyword is whole because, whatever makes you whole. And the color is a green smoothie. Today's a 5. Not everybody thrives under that kind of cleaning spirit and stuff like that. But today's a 5 nonetheless. Happy astrocatting.